you. Binge Pipe's menu screen, the gold standard of menu screens. Binge Pipe was founded in 1372 by an isolated group of druids dedicated to the idea that someday the media landscape would be ready for a glut of streaming service options. And they were right.
Before Binge Pipe, there was nothing for me. Now, I see everything. And it's too much. I know too much. Why are there so many?
Binge Pipe. Shh. You want more Binge Pipe programming, tough guy? How about...
Everybody down! Get down on the floor now! This is my first time teaching a yoga class! I said get down!
By studying the flight patterns and the feeding habits of the swans, I can just barely justify my degree.
Mark, I've never loved someone as much as you. The control group wasn't even close.
Objection! Your Honor, this witness is clearly just a tugboat in a trench coat.
The algorithm tells us consumers love upbeat music, so please enjoy thinking about your favorite song while waiting. Binge Pipe hopes everyone is enjoying the party. Have you met You Don't Know Jack? Binge Pipe, no one can stand in our way.
Hey friends, I'm Cookie Masterson, your host, and I am wearing a wire, so don't say any mob stuff around me. Look at this group. I want to put you in matching denim shirts and get your portrait taken. And we're off.
Time for question 1.
First question. You're so Bane, you probably think this question's about you. If Bane from The Dark Knight Rises hooks his signature mask up to a CPAP machine, what would he say before turning it on?
Vape life, Batman. It's for my sleep apnea. Time for a little aromatherapy.
Or
stupid polio.
hope you like what you picked. Vaporizer is a device that, you know what, I don't even want to pretend that this one is right. A CPAP machine provides airflow for people who suffer from sleep apnea. I don't mind admitting I use one, and it allowed me to sleep soundly through most of The Dark Knight Rises.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
This one's known as really light beer. Which of these intimidatingly hip beverages is the smallest batch beer? A microbrew, a millibrew, a picobrew, or a centibrew? Okay, who chose what? Need a hug? Pico denotes 1/1,000,000th, the smallest unit listed here. And so that's probably good, right? I don't know. Can I just get a club soda?
Why don't we do it with cream?
There is no hiding from acne from the block, and it's a this or dat. I'm gonna read off 7 things, and for each one, I want you to tell me if it's a movie starring Jennifer Lopez or a skincare product by Philosophy. Think fast, you'll only get a few seconds to pick between a J-Lo movie or skincare. And you're all doing this together, so focus up. Here it comes. Out of sight. Help me. Just release me. When hope is not enough. The backup plan. Take a deep breath. Enough. Well, that was mostly miserable, but you failed the best.
Binge Pipe would like to improve your player experience.
Oh, that means it's screw time.
That's right, Cookie. Use the screw to make answering a question harder for all the other players. The results may surprise you, and you'll receive a bonus for each player who chooses incorrectly.
I couldn't have said it better myself, apparently.
Use them wisely. Or don't. You do you.
I don't need you anymore.
Behold, flush to judgment. Oh, sorry, had to take a bathroom break. Okay, moving on. What does it mean if your poop is white? Asking for a friend. My friend is lacking bile in their stool. My friend is bleeding internally. My friend is eating too much fatty food. Or my friend is evolving into a bird. Let's see who got it. Afraid not. White poop is a sign that the person, aka my friend, is lacking bile in their stool. Okay, so I guess I could buy a tub of bile somewhere, but then I have to figure out a way to get it up my butt. Try this on for size. I'm so cool, Daddy-O. Okay, here's my attempt at using cool lingo. Which of these is totally lit? Literature. Which of these movies is also literature is what I'm asking. Sorry if that was confusing. Get Out, Baby Driver, John Wick, or Ready Player One? Well. Player 3 decided to screw. No vowels for you. Okay, what'd you pick? Ready Player One was a book before it was a movie. And before it was a book, it was the 1980s, which was a real decade that some of us lived through. Round 1 is dead to me. Numbers don't lie. Let's take a look.
Currently, Player 1 is in the lead. Player 3, on the other hand, you could use a little help, and there's no shame in that. Your performance has triggered the need for another screw.
Round 2 screws are more powerful, and they'll net you more cash for each player that gets the question wrong. So don't be shy about using that thing. The rest of you better answer fast before you get screwed. Oh, and did I mention all the money's doubled in round 2?
We're having fun.
6 trombones is not a parade.
Next, eye candy. I'm just sitting here eating candy, and I'm trying to remember which M&M character wears glasses? Green, brown, blue, or yellow? What'd you guys pick? Introduced in 2012, Ms. Brown M&M is the one with corrective eyewear. Actual M&Ms contain no glass, unless you're a recovering chocoholic with a broken candy dish.
Je trouve Jerry Baby seulement légèrement amusant. 7.
Coming up next, type equals squiggly bracket movie, comma, classic squiggly bracket.
Accept all cookies, don't clear your cache. It's time for data mining.
So, BingePipe needs help sorting through user data. Why are you collecting all this information again?
It's just a hobby. Here are the searches we have. Bueller, Bueller, Bueller. Whose search history have we acquired? Ben Stiller, Ben...
Brace yourself. Player 3 used that screw. This one goes out to my lawyer. I love you, Kurt. So, what'd you pick? Ben Stein played the teacher continuously calling the titular character's name for roll call in Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
Do you want to know how many times you've searched for your own name, Cookie?
No, the only person who can't handle my personal information is me. Nicely screwed, Player 3. Enjoy your cash.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of age.
Take a good look at marketing to attractive wildlife. And oh yeah, French Cutlets Prime Tour.
It's time for a...
Get those typing fingers ready, because the longer you take, the less money you make. Okay, head in the game. Look at this gibberish phrase and tell me what popular phrase it rhymes with. Hot deer do break trends. And don't worry about that punctuation. You hear this on reality TV shows. Usually from a villain. This is not a place I arrived at to form new fondness for others. Here's what I was thinking of. Let's get on with it, shall we? Here's one for you. Deep Shark Secrets. If you said I've got bigger fish to fry to a great white shark, what would you be frying? A blue whale, a whale shark, a bluefin tuna, or a giant squid? Let's see how that shook out. Honestly, a whale is not a fish. The bluefin tuna is a really big fish, but it's smaller than the great white. A whale shark is the biggest fish on Earth. That we know of. There are things down there in the deepest deep, unmentionable things. Maybe a shark with the face of a dog, or a dog with the face of my mom. Who knows what's down there?
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
I call this one slide and kick into my DMs. How would Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat subtweet an opponent? Hey, @Jax, I'm gonna freeze your account. @Reptile hiding behind a rock. #coward not. Retweet at Johnny Cage. I'm better than @Sub-Zero. Or Raiden is shockingly dumb. So who got it?
Is that your best?
Here's the right one. Subtweeting is when someone on Twitter makes a disparaging comment about another user without using their username. Personally, I like to subtweet, which is saying terrible things about people out loud and then not making the mistake of putting that on the internet. You made it to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash you make. And more than one answer can be right. But each time you're wrong, I'm taking some cash away. And be careful. It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Works every time. Let's see how frequently you can find a right answer. Good luck. Player one wins! Well done, Player One. You won. Anyone you want to thank? Too bad we don't have time.
You don't know Jack!
Enjoy this exclusive behind-the-scenes content from You Don't Know Jack.
My name is Zandra, and I'm the Jackbox hair and makeup artist. Cookie gets full hair and makeup done every time he records the show. Yes, he knows that you can.
Binge Pipe, after a long, deep look inward, has decided to present You Don't Know Jack. Binge Pipe, our flicks are freshly caught from the net.
I'm Cookie Masterson. Thank you for inviting me to hang out with you. Wait, that's what this is, right? You're all playing the same game, but each of you is unique and beautiful in bizarre ways. And I see we've got some gawkers in the audience, which means I'll be adding an audience bonus to every question. The more audience members pick the right answer, the less bonus money goes to the players. But if the audience screws it up, there's going to be a lot of cash on the line for that right answer. So let's dive in.
Time for question 1.
To begin with, every kiss and reality star begins with K. Place the 3 Kardashian sisters in alphabetical order by first name. The oldest, the second oldest, the youngest, the youngest, the second oldest, the oldest, the second oldest, the oldest, the youngest, or the youngest, the oldest, the second oldest. Okay, let's take a look. Honest mistake. This is the one you missed. Chloe, spelled K-H-L-O-E, is the youngest. Kim, K-I-M, is the second oldest. And Courtney, K-O-U-R, etc., is the oldest. If you aren't just a little bit angry after this question, you might want to check your pulse.
Hallelujah, hallelujah.
How about this one? Going out on a big laugh. Which of these punchlines applies to the latest Shakespeare comedy? That's no male servant, that's my sister. That's no donkey, that's my boyfriend. That's no statue, that's my wife. Or that's no... Okay, that is a wizard, but it's also my father. And how do we do? More like a winter's fail. You will call the right answer by its name. The Tempest, featuring the wizard Prospero and his daughter Miranda, was one of the last plays written by the bard. I'm hoping my last joke will be equally as good at wording funny.
Why don't we do it with 3?
This one's called Mademoiselle Pac-Man, and you don't need a joystick to play this dis or dat. I'm going to read off 7 fruits, and for each one I want you to tell me if it's a flavor of LaCroix sparkling water, an item in Ms. Pac-Man, or both. Don't think too hard. I'm only giving you a few seconds to decide between LaCroix, Ms. Pac-Man, or both. And you're all doing this together, so pay attention. Ready? Good. Orange. Lemon. Banana. Mango. Cherry. Apricot. Lime. The majority of you are just average. But player 3, you really dropped the ball.
BingePipe customer retention protocol has been activated.
Great. We've been blessed by the presence of BingePipe.
Your poor performance has earned you a screw.
You want to use that sucker on the other players to trip them up during a question.
Now that's what I call consumer engagement.
I don't need you
Here's one I like to call McCarthyisms. Help me remember something. What's that movie where Melissa McCarthy plays the loud, boisterous, yet lovable woman with no filter? I think she robs a burger joint in it. Identity Thief, Tammy, Bridesmaids, or The Heat? I love this part. Oh, great movie. But no. Oh, honestly. Oh, yeah, that's the one I was thinking of. I would hate if I was only known for my loud and lovable voice, which is why I focus on just being loud. Let's try Octopus, Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein.
Octopus, coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. It's monster.
An erotic film produced by Andy Warhol. Octopus, Coffee, Queen Elizabeth, or Frankenstein. Who picked what? Here's the answer that got away. Andy Warhol's Flesh for Frankenstein was a sexy take on a character made of corpses. That's it for round one. Where's that beautiful scoreboard?
Currently, player 1 is in the lead. Player 3, on the other hand. Wow, you are really doing it. Poorly. Market research indicates that it's time for another screw.
And remember, round 2 screws have crazier effects. Plus, they earn you a bigger bonus for each player that gets the question wrong. So, do not be afraid to use that thing. The rest of you better answer fast if you don't want to be screwed. Oh, and remember, questions are worth twice as much in round 2.
I am feeling joy.
6 trombones is not a parade.
And now, I always cry during Pixar questions. If the boy from Coco traded his guitar for a Japanese instrument with 13 strings, what would you call the movie? Coco with a koto, Coco with a dogo, Coco with a mobo, or Coco with an oboe? Let's see how that shook out. A koto has 13 strings and a rectangular shape. And it may have the ability to connect you with your dead ancestors. I don't really know. I gave up after 2 lessons.
Mon béret a rétréci. 7.
Feast your eyes upon this. This pairs nicely with a laugh track. How would Ray Romano accurately describe Romano cheese to his sitcom wife?
Deborah, it's hard. Deborah, it's soft. Deborah, it's creamy.
Or,
Deborah, it's stinky.
okay, what'd you pick? What a comedic misunderstanding. Romano is a hard, sharp cheese. You know what else is hard? Maintaining a marriage for 9 seasons. Congratulations, you two. And how'd the audience fare? Good news! This audience is clueless. That means the right answer is worth a little extra. Don't spend it all in one place.
Hey, question!
We'd like to initiate a moment of playful interactivity. Would you like a question where everything is spelled correctly, or a question where everything is spelled incorrectly? Vote on your devices now. Here are the votes. You have engaged with the process.
'Twas then I learned to heed the winds of eight.
Here we have a question where everything is spelled incorrectly. In which movie does everything get destroyed at the end? The Road, Dr. Strangelove, I Am Legend, or One Direction, This Is Us? So what'd you pick? In the final scene of this Stanley Kubrick film, the Earth gets bombed to smithereens. And don't even ask me to spell smithereens. Oh, here's a good one. Illegally driving in the carpool karaoke lane. In honor of James Corden, the subject of this next question, I will be performing it through song. Here goes. How would you turn James Corden into a James Cordon Bleu? Stuff him with chicken, stuff him with spinach and herbs, stuff him with ham and cheese, or stuff him with stuffing. So who got it? The classic French dish chicken cordon bleu involves stuffing chicken with ham and cheese. Believe it or not, I did all the singing for this question myself. I mean, I can't believe I did that so well.
Sabes que es lindo, yes, perritos.
Up next, in development. What was Kumail Nanjiani's first role? An embryo, a zygote, a fetus, or a phalanx? Let's see who got it. The zygote is formed as soon as a sperm fertilizes an egg, and it's the earliest role Kumail, as well as all humans, held on this list. To be fair, it was a pretty small role, but he did beat out millions of applicants for the part. Welcome to the attack. When you see an answer that matches the category, tap it on your device. The faster you pick a right answer, the more cash. Oh, I'm sorry, I was hosting the game. How stupid of me. Here's your clue. It's pronounced burrows. We give you rows and rows of burrows. You tell us what fits. Good luck. Player one takes it! Excellent job, Player one. Amazing job. I have tears in my eyes, but that's just years of personal regret building up. As for you, well...
You don't know Jack!
Enjoy this exclusive behind-the-scenes content from You Don't Know Jack.
Funny story, this is true. Before I got that Romano cheese question...
If you like menu screens, you'll love Binge Pipe.